Imagine this for a moment. You wake up one day, look in the mirror, and notice your belly looks flatter, your posture is stronger, and your energy feels younger, all without brutal workouts or exhausting gym sessions. And here's the surprising part: this works even if you're over 60. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share the one exercise science shows can melt stubborn belly fat, improve balance, protect your joints, and even slow aging. And most people are doing it completely wrong or not at all. As we age, belly fat becomes one of the hardest things to lose. You may eat less than before, walk more than before, and still notice that stubborn fat sitting right around the waist. This isn't because you're lazy. It's not because your body is broken. It's because after 60, your body responds differently to exercise. Hormones shift, muscle mass decreases, metabolism slows down, and stress hormones like cortisol make the body cling to belly fat for survival. Most fitness advice completely ignores this. You're told to do crunches, sit-ups, long cardio sessions, or intense workouts that leave your knees aching and your back sore. But here's the truth, backed by research. Traditional exercises do very little to reduce belly fat, especially in older adults, and excessive cardio can actually increase stress hormones, making belly fat worse. What your body truly needs after 60 is an exercise that activates deep core muscles, improves insulin sensitivity, reduces cortisol, and gently builds lean muscle without stressing the joints. And that brings us to the number one exercise that stands above all others for seniors. It's not running. It's not sit-ups. It's not planks on the floor, and it's definitely not lifting heavy weights. The Phase 1 exercise is walking, but not just any walking. It's something called intentional walking with core activation. And before you scroll away thinking, I already walk, stay with me, because this version of walking works on a completely different level. Studies from institutions like Harvard and the Mayo Clinic have shown that walking becomes a powerful fat-burning tool only when it engages the deep abdominal muscles, especially the transverse abdominis, the natural corset, muscle that pulls your belly inward and supports your spine. When this muscle is activated correctly, your body begins burning fat more efficiently, especially around the waist. Here's what most people miss: casual walking while slouched, looking down, or shuffling slowly does very little for belly fat. In fact, poor posture during walking can actually weaken your core further. But when you walk with proper posture, breathing, and muscle engagement, your body enters a fat-burning state that's gentle, sustainable, and surprisingly effective even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Let's talk about why belly fat is so stubborn after 60. As muscle mass decreases with age, the body burns fewer calories at rest. At the same time, insulin sensitivity drops, meaning your body stores more fat from the same foods. Add stress, poor sleep, and inflammation, and belly fat becomes the body's safe storage zone. This is why aggressive workouts often backfire. Intentional walking works because it addresses all of this at once. It lowers stress hormones instead of raising them. It improves blood sugar control. It gently rebuilds muscle in the legs, hips, and core. And it improves circulation, which helps the body release stored fat more easily. In one study involving adults over 60, participants who walked with upright posture and focused core engagement reduced waist circumference significantly within just 4 to 6 weeks without changing their diet drastically. Their balance improved, their lower back pain decreased, and many reported better digestion and less bloating, which alone can make the belly look flatter. Now let's talk about how to do this exercise the right way, because the technique is everything. First, posture. Imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head upward. Your shoulders are relaxed, not stiff. Your chest is open, not puffed out. Your chin is parallel to the ground. This alignment alone activates your core muscles without any strain. Second, core engagement. Before you take your first step, gently pull your belly button slightly inward, not hard, not tight, just enough to feel support around your waist. You should still be able to breathe comfortably. This subtle engagement wakes up the deep abdominal muscles that most people never use. Third, breathing. Breathe through your nose if possible. Inhale for about 3 steps, exhale for about 3 or 4 steps. Deep, steady breathing signals safety to your nervous system, which lowers cortisol, the hormone that tells your body to store belly fat. Fourth, arm movement. Swing your arms naturally, but with intention. This rotation engages your obliques and improves fat burning around the waist. Think smooth and controlled, not stiff or exaggerated. Now, here's the most important part: consistency over intensity. You don't need to walk fast. You don't need to walk far. You don't need to feel exhausted. For most people over 60, 20 to 30 minutes a day is enough to trigger real changes. Some people even start with just 10 minutes twice a day. And here's where the magic happens over 30 days. In the first week, you may notice better posture and less stiffness. By the second week, digestion improves and bloating decreases. By week 3, your waistline begins to feel looser, especially in the morning, and by day 30, many people notice visible reduction in belly size, better balance, and more energy throughout the day. But there's a mistake that can completely cancel these benefits, and almost everyone makes it without realizing it. The mistake that cancels all these benefits is walking while distracted and collapsed. Looking down at your phone, rounding your shoulders, holding tension in your neck, or breathing shallowly turns walking into a passive movement. When that happens, the core shuts off, cortisol stays high, and belly fat stays exactly where it is. The body reads this posture as stress and fatigue, not strength and safety. Another common mistake is walking too long, too often. Thinking more is better. For adults over 60, overdoing cardio can actually signal the body to conserve energy. This leads to muscle loss, slower metabolism, and, ironically, more fat storage around the belly. The goal is not to exhaust the body. The goal is to train it gently and consistently to burn fat again. Now let's talk about why this single exercise works better than crunches or sit-ups, especially for seniors. Crunches target surface muscles, not the deep core. They also place pressure on the neck and spine and can worsen back pain. Worse, they don't teach your core how to work during real life movement. Belly fat doesn't burn because muscles move, it burns because hormones and metabolism shift. Intentional walking triggers those shifts naturally. When you walk with proper core engagement, your body increases something called mitochondrial activity. Mitochondria are the energy engines inside your cells. As we age, these engines slow down. Walking with posture and breath reactivates them, helping your body burn fat more efficiently throughout the day, not just during the walk itself. This is why people often say, "I didn't change anything, but my belly is shrinking." What's really happening is metabolic efficiency improving, blood sugar stabilizes, inflammation decreases, and the body stops storing fat defensively. Another powerful benefit most people don't expect is balance. As belly fat decreases and core strength improves, your center of gravity stabilizes. This dramatically reduces fall risk, which is one of the biggest health threats after 60. Strong core muscles act like an internal support belt, protecting the spine and hips with every step. Now let's make this even more effective with a simple daily structure you can follow safely. Start with a 3-minute warm-up walk at an easy pace. Focus only on posture and breathing. This tells your nervous system you're safe and ready to move. Then move into 15 to 25 minutes of intentional walking. Keep your posture tall, belly gently drawn in, arms swinging naturally, and breath steady. If you feel tired, slow down. Do not push through exhaustion. Fat burning happens when the body feels supported, not threatened. Finish with 2 minutes of slower walking and relaxed breathing. This locks in the hormonal benefits and prevents stress spikes. That's it. No equipment, no gym, no floor exercises, just your body working the way it was designed to work. Now here's something very important, especially for belly fat. What you do after your walk matters almost as much as the walk itself. Sitting immediately in a slouched position can undo core activation. Instead, try to stay upright for at least 10 minutes after walking. Light movement, standing, or gentle stretching helps keep your metabolism elevated. Hydration also plays a role. Belly fat cells release stored fat into the bloodstream before it's burned. Drinking water after walking helps this process move smoothly. You don't need supplements or special drinks, plain water works beautifully. Many people ask, what about diet? The truth is, if you're over 60, extreme dieting can slow metabolism even more. Intentional walking allows your body to respond better to the food you already eat. Portion awareness and protein intake help, but walking is the foundation that makes everything else work. Now let's talk about results and what's realistic. This exercise does not promise overnight changes, but it does promise something better: steady, sustainable fat loss without pain, burnout, or injury. Over 30 days, the most noticeable change is usually around the waistline. Pants feel looser, shirts fit better, posture looks taller, and energy levels increase. And there's one more powerful variation of this walking method that accelerates belly fat loss even more. Especially if you feel stuck, this variation is called interval-focused intentional walking, and it's especially effective for people over 60 because it boosts fat burning without stressing the heart or joints. Unlike traditional high-intensity interval training, this method stays gentle and safe while still waking up your metabolism. Here's how it works. During your intentional walk, you slightly increase your pace for 30 to 60 seconds, not sprinting, not straining, just enough that your breathing becomes a little deeper. Your posture stays tall, your belly stays gently drawn in, and your arms swing with purpose. Then you return to your normal comfortable pace for 2 to 3 minutes. This short change in pace tells your body to release stored fat for energy. Science shows that these mild intervals improve insulin sensitivity and increase fat oxidation even in older adults. The key is that the effort stays moderate. You should still be able to speak in short sentences. If you feel dizzy, breathless, or strained, you slow down immediately. You can repeat this cycle 4 to 6 times during your walk. That's it. No timers, no pressure, just gentle waves of effort and recovery. Many seniors notice that adding this variation speeds up waist reduction within the first few weeks. Now let's address a concern many people over 60 have: joint pain, knee issues, or back discomfort. The beauty of intentional walking is that it actually helps reduce pain over time. Upright posture decreases pressure on the lower back. Core engagement stabilizes the spine, and steady movement increases lubrication in the knee and hip joints. If you have arthritis or balance issues, you can do this near a wall, railing, or even inside your home. Treadmills work too, just make sure you're not holding the rails tightly, as that turns off core activation. Footwear matters more than speed. Choose shoes with good support, but not overly cushioned soles. Feeling the ground helps activate stabilizing muscles that support the belly and spine. Another often overlooked factor in belly fat loss is sleep. Poor sleep raises cortisol, which directly increases abdominal fat storage. Intentional walking helps regulate sleep by lowering stress hormones and improving circadian rhythm. Many people report falling asleep faster and waking up less during the night after just 1 week. Now here's something very encouraging. Even if the scale doesn't move much, belly fat can still be shrinking. Visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs, responds especially well to low-stress movement like walking. This is the fat linked to heart disease, diabetes, and inflammation. Losing even a small amount of it can dramatically improve health markers. Doctors often say, weight matters less than waist size. And intentional walking is one of the most effective tools for reducing waist size safely after 60. Let's talk mindset for a moment. Many people give up too early because they expect dramatic changes in the mirror within a week. But the real changes start internally. Blood sugar stabilizes, inflammation decreases, muscles wake up, then the external changes follow. A helpful tip is to measure your waist once a week, not daily. Daily fluctuations can be discouraging. Weekly measurements tell the real story. Now, there's one group of people who need to be especially careful with this exercise, and one small adjustment can make it even safer and more effective for them. If you have high blood pressure, heart conditions, or diabetes, this exercise is still very effective, but it's important to keep the intensity gentle and controlled. The adjustment is simple: focus more on breathing and posture than on speed. When breathing stays slow and steady, the nervous system remains calm and the heart responds safely. This is why doctors often recommend walking as the first and best exercise for seniors with chronic conditions. Another small adjustment is timing. Walking in the morning or early evening often produces better results for belly fat. Morning walks help regulate blood sugar for the rest of the day, while evening walks reduce stress and improve sleep quality. You don't need to walk right after eating. Waiting 30 to 60 minutes is ideal. Now let's talk about why this works so well in just 30 days. Belly fat doesn't disappear because you burn it off in one session. It disappears because your body stops defending it. Intentional walking sends a powerful message to your brain: movement is safe, stress is low, and energy is available. When that message is repeated daily, the body slowly releases stored fat, especially from the abdomen. There's also a hormone called adiponectin that increases with regular walking. This hormone helps regulate fat breakdown and reduces inflammation. Levels of adiponectin tend to drop with age, but gentle, consistent walking can raise them again. Higher adiponectin means your body becomes better at using fat for fuel instead of storing it. Another reason this exercise works is muscle preservation. After 60, muscle loss accelerates if the body isn't challenged regularly. Intentional walking strengthens the legs, hips, and deep core muscles without the injury risk of heavy resistance training. More muscle means a higher resting metabolism, even while sitting or sleeping. Now here's something most people never think about: posture changes your hormones. Standing tall and moving with confidence actually reduces cortisol and increases feelings of vitality. Over time, this affects appetite, cravings, and emotional eating, all of which influence belly fat. Many seniors notice they snack less without trying. This isn't willpower, it's biology adjusting. Let's make sure expectations are realistic. In 30 days, most people see a noticeable reduction in waist size, improved balance, less back pain, and more daily energy. Some lose a few pounds, others don't, and that's okay. Health improvements come first. Fat loss follows. And remember, this is not a temporary fix. This is a lifelong movement pattern that keeps working as you age. The body thrives on gentle consistency. Now there's one final habit that can dramatically amplify the belly fat melting effects of this exercise, and it takes less than 2 minutes a day. That final habit is something incredibly simple: standing core resets. These take less than 2 minutes and help lock in the benefits of intentional walking throughout the day. After 60, the body forgets how to engage the core naturally, especially after long periods of sitting. These resets gently remind your muscles what to do. Here's how it works. A few times a day, especially after sitting, stand up tall, place one hand on your belly, and take 3 slow breaths through your nose. As you inhale, feel your ribs expand. As you exhale, gently draw your belly inward, as if zipping up a jacket. That's it. No strain, no tension. This small habit keeps your deep core active, supports your spine, and prevents belly muscles from staying relaxed and pushed outward. Over time, this changes how your body holds itself. A flatter belly isn't just about fat loss, it's also about muscle tone and posture. Many people look leaner simply because their core is supporting their organs properly again. Now let's address motivation, because consistency is where real results come from. The beauty of this exercise is that it doesn't feel like punishment. There's no dread, no recovery pain, no fear of injury. Walking becomes something you look forward to, a mental reset as much as a physical one. On days when energy is low, shorten the walk. Even 5 to 10 minutes counts. The habit matters more than duration. The body responds to patterns, not perfection. If weather is an issue, walking indoors works just as well. Long hallways, living rooms, even marching slowly in place with posture and breath can activate the same muscles. The key is intention, not location. Let's quickly clear up a myth: spot reduction. No exercise burns fat from one exact area alone, but intentional walking creates the internal conditions that make belly fat one of the first places to shrink, especially visceral fat. That's why this works when so many other methods fail. As weeks go by, many people also notice better digestion, fewer sugar cravings, and improved mood. This isn't coincidence. Walking increases serotonin and dopamine, which regulate appetite and emotional eating. Now, before we wrap up the main message, there's one final reminder that makes this approach safe and sustainable for years, not just 30 days. The final reminder is this: your body is not meant to be forced, it's meant to be guided. After 60, the most powerful changes happen when you work with your biology, not against it. Intentional walking respects your joints, your heart, your hormones, and your nervous system. That's why it keeps working year after year, instead of burning you out after a few weeks. Listen to your body. Some days you'll feel stronger and walk a little longer. Other days, slower is better. Both are progress. The goal is not intensity, the goal is trust and consistency. If you stay patient for 30 days, your body will begin to respond. Not because of willpower, but because you've created the right internal environment. Lower stress, better muscle engagement, improved circulation, balanced blood sugar, and slowly, steadily, the belly fat your body has been holding onto starts to let go. This is why doctors and longevity experts keep coming back to walking as the foundation of healthy aging. Not casual slouch walking, but intentional, upright, breathing-led movement that turns your entire body into a fat-burning, balance-building system. If you're over 60 and you felt frustrated, tired of trying workouts that don't work, remember this: your body hasn't failed you. It just needs the right kind of movement. Intentional walking isn't about pushing harder, it's about moving smarter. When you stand tall, breathe deeply, and walk with purpose, you're not just burning fat, you're protecting your heart, your joints, your balance, and your independence. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week. Even a short walk done with intention can begin changing how your body responds. Give yourself 30 days, stay gentle, stay consistent, and let your body do what it's designed to do. And if this helped you, support your health journey by liking the video, sharing it with someone who needs it, and subscribing for more senior health tips that actually work. Your future body will thank you.